Alright everybody, welcome back. It is Infinity Gaming's B-Team Open. This may be the very last map, or very last match of the evening. I'm Infinity Gaming's Morse. I'm joined this evening with Infinity Gaming's Shadow. And, yeah, we currently have Warlord up 1-0 in this series. It is a best of 3. Warlord is spawned in the left-hand side, about the middle left-hand side of Antigua Shipyard. And then over on the right-hand side, we do have hydropp.
Yes, and very, very good play right there by Warlord in the last game. And I honestly think that was maybe just a misclick by hydropp with the double Baneling nest. I don't think of what else it can be other than misclick. Maybe he clicked on the Baneling nest instead of Roach Warren, or even a Spine Crawler. Those are the only two things I could think of.
Just spamming that build button, man. I've done it myself.
Yeah. As of I, we actually see nice extractor trick right there by hydropp to go ahead and get a second drone out there. I have actually no idea what Warlord's talking about right now.
Maybe he's just trying to psych out his opponent a little.
Maybe make it look like he's wasting chronos on probes when he's really not. Doing some mind games there. We actually see the Overlord scout right now by hydropp, scouting the wrong position first, and the second Overlord's going to go ahead and scout really his natural, make sure there's nothing sneaky happening there, and he is going to go for the hatchery first, which I can't really blame him. This is a pretty big map, and Warlord will go ahead and get the scout off correctly the first time around. Actually, no, I'm sorry, the second time around. So Warlord now knows exactly where his opponent is and what his opponent has.
If Warlord doesn't get on it, he's going to lose a drone to the probe here.
Yeah, he's taking some hull damage, but again, those shields, they will start regenerating here relatively soon. So no harm, no foul. And I don't know, it's one of those 50-50 things. Like, I can stay, I can go, doesn't matter. A nice forge press expand here by Warlord, making sure he actually has almost a complete wall in, just missing a unit right there after the gateway's built to go ahead and make it a full wall in. Unless he wants to go ahead and drop another pylon right next to the gateway.
Looks like he's waiting for the minerals. Yep, we should see a next. There it goes. There's the nexus.
Yep, and photon cannon this time on the outside of the wall instead of on the inside. A drone scout actually manages to see exactly where he is, but he does die to the photon cannon. So we do have first blood to a cannon. And you have to forgive us, guys, it is 12:30 here on the East Coast.
Take a look at the Warlord cam. He is pretty on top of everything that he's got going on. Not missing his macro. Meanwhile, we take a look at hydropp. Doing the same. Looks like, yep, sending an Overlord, getting ready to keep an eye on his third, checking for proxy pylons. Looks like both these gentlemen are getting ready for the long haul.
Yeah, wouldn't be surprised to see nice long macro game, maybe see, some bigger tier units, maybe Archons, if anything, Immortals or Colossus as well. Might also see some Roaches this time around, maybe Infestors as well, we never know.
The Shadow knows.
The Shadow knows what it knows Shadow.
No, did you? It was an old comic book series, and I think there was a movie. Who knows?
No.
The Shadow knows.
No,
Who was like a detective.
I'm not gonna lie here. I'm only 22, so you've got a couple of years on me.
Google that shit, man. So,
only if you Google Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
I know. I don't have to. I know that movie inside out.
In the meantime, we actually see a nice chrono on that Cyber Core by Warlord, but he hasn't actually dumped chronos into anything else. In fact, he's almost back up to 100 energy on his main Nexus, and he's at 33 on his natural.
Meanwhile, his Zerg opponent thinks that he's chrono boosting like mad.
Yes, playing just mind games. Got that song, Mind's Playing Tricks on Me, stuck in my head now. Damn you.
That girl is on fire.
Not that song. No. It was actually, forget the name of the rap group, but it was actually a song called "Mind's Playing Tricks on Me." It was actually a good song.
I don't remember it.
Yeah, it came out in like 1993 or 4. Meantime, we do have the third going down for a hydropp during all of this. We have double Evo chamber at the front of the natural to help make a pseudo minor wall, and I guess
Choke it a little.
yeah, make a little choke point, which actually will help and also hinder him because, as I said before, Zerg like those big open spaces. Like if he were to catch Warlord out at that Zelnaga tower, that is the best because he can attack from 4 different locations all at the same time, and really make Warlord have to work with all those force fields. But we'll see if hydropp actually knows that's one of the greatest strengths that the Zerg has is just the whole swarm idea. Hence the name Heart of the Swarm.
Dum 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 dum.
Da-da-da.
It's a. I love that. It's like when you hear the. It's like when you hear the title of the movie used in a line in the movie.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, he said it. He said it.
Yeah, like, I don't know, how many times has Bruce Willis ever said Die Hard in the Die Hard movies? I can think of a few. But other than that, yeah. Actually, see maybe another Immortal Sentry all, and we do see 2 Immortals right now in a couple of Sentries. We see 3 of them. And, do see the Lair and the Spore Crawler, and really nothing else coming out right now for hydropp. And yes, it looks like it might be an Immortal Sentry all and see a 3rd Immortal and another Sentry on the way. So I wouldn't be surprised to see Warlord just move out into the middle here, take the Zelnaga, and see if he decides to move out with what he has or wait for a forward pylon.
I wouldn't be surprised to see him maybe mass up a few more units before he goes.
This is true, and actually, hydropp saw a little bit about what Warlord had with a nice Zergling scout right there. He did have it die to the cannon, but he did get good, some good scouting intel off. Saw, I believe, a sentry, as well as the zealots that were blocking the entrance into the base. And when we're saying this, we do have a Warp Prism out now for Warlord. Well, it's almost out. We see a Glaive Reconstitution coming out for hydropp, as well as the Metabolic Boost, level 1 missile attack, and more roaches on the way. So I think he's preparing for maybe a drop, or might be going for a 12-minute roach mass, which I don't think it's actually that last one, but we could see it.
Both the players looking very strong right now.
Yes, and we see the Infestation Pit on the way as well for hydropp. So might be seeing a Hive Tech structures here coming out soon. The Lair's already out, so just gotta wait and see what happens with that Infestation Pit. It's gonna be Infestors or straight to a Hive.
And slowly but surely, Warlord is just pushing up just a little bit, and a little bit at a time.
Yeah, it's making sure that War Prism's with his army so that we can go ahead and make it phasing mode. So that we can just go ahead and warp in more stuff.
This push is scouted by the Zerglings that were holding the watchtower for hydropp. So he knows it's coming. He's got a good idea of the unit count. He may have even saw that Warp Prism.
I think he did, but just for a split second until Warlord's units pretty much forced his own out off the Zelnaga. And I don't know what the correct unit composition would be for to respond to this. There could actually be a lot of Zerglings due to the amount of Stalkers and Immortals that there are. Actually, the attack happening right now, and hydropp forcing himself back into his natural, may sacrifice that 3rd in order to just be able to defend his main and natural.
Focusing down those Immortals, some Roaches do get caught with those force fields. Move command not doing any favors for hydropp. The DPS...
Hydropp focusing the Immortal down, and that's really good, but nothing really else. He does have a bunch of Overlords just trying to soak up some damage, and all the Roaches just really melt all those Stalkers and the mix of the Immortals as well. See one Immortal with 6 kills, another with 3. See a couple of Stalkers with a kill here and there. And there goes hydropp's 3rd rather. And a couple of Roaches will spawn and instantly die. Actually, one roach manages to make it out of there with the skin of his teeth, pretty much. 4 health left on that pitiful roach. And now there's almost really nothing that hydropp can do other than try and try and either get a good number of roaches or lings to go ahead and defend this versus what he's forced up against. And he's going to go ahead and lose his Evo Chamber that's researching level 2 missile attack. Probably lose the Evo Chamber that's being idle right now. And do see Warlord just doing a little dancer now, not really killing much, and does get the Queen, will get a couple of roaches, and probably take this natural as well. There's really almost nothing that hydropp can do at this point other than try and mass up units in his base, and no, he actually calls it GG here, and there's Warlord getting the victory 2-0 versus hydropp.
Wow. That's it, guys.
Wake finals.
Warlord 2-0s, hydropp in the finals. And that's going to do it for us. Again, my name's Morse. Shadow is going to be dropping a link for his Twitch account. He's one of our streamers. You'll be able to catch him a lot. I don't know his off the top of my head, but if you do go to our homepage and click the Twitch button in our taskbar, not our taskbar, but like our navigation bar, it's going to take you to our team page where you'll be able to see every member of Infinity Gaming if they're streaming and not. And
Yes.
yeah, that's all I got.